Hello again. The other day, I received an email from somebody asking about the famous Beachy Head Lady, the pin-up girl of those who would have us believe that Roman Britain was a multicultural society, similar in many ways to the modern country. Just to remind viewers of something about which I have spoken before on this channel, this was a skeleton found at Beachy Head on the Sussex coast. When David Olusoga made a series for the BBC 7 years ago, he claimed that this was the skeleton of a woman from sub-Saharan Africa, and the BBC then paid for a plaque to be put up near the spot where the remains were found, proclaiming them to be of an African woman from the 2nd or 3rd century AD. Both the plaque and the peculiar reconstruction of the woman's supposed face may be seen in the thumbnail to this video. There wasn't a word of truth in it, of course, but the so-called Beachy Head Lady soon became very popular and was featured not only during Black History Month, but she also turned up in many books, both for children and grown-ups. David Olusoga featured her in his book about Black British history. She is literally all over the place now. A couple of years ago, the museum in Eastbourne, where the skeleton was on display, decided to have DNA tested just to see where exactly in Africa she was from. This was because they were so proud of having the skeleton of the first African person in Britain. Alas, the results showed that she had no connection at all with Africa. She was actually from southern Europe, most probably Cyprus. I did a video about this a year ago, to which I give a link in the description to this video. When I got the email inquiring about this from someone who had watched the video and wanted to know where the DNA testing had been done, I replied and then forgot all about it. I see this morning, though, that the fellow was actually a reporter from the Daily Telegraph, and he's written an article on the subject, to which I also give a link. The BBC plaque has now been removed from the area after a couple of people on the local council had their attention drawn to my video. This is all very encouraging, and it suggests to me that fighting back against fake history of this kind may not be the hopeless task which many of us have assumed it to be. If we keep at it, then the truth might emerge, as it has in this particular case, although when the truth emerged, there were great efforts to keep it quiet. Viewers of this channel will, I'm sure, be delighted to know that they were fully informed about this over a year ago, and that they knew all about the true origins of the Beachy Head Lady long before they found their way into the newspapers. The thumbnail to this video, as I say, shows a reconstruction of the supposed African woman. I'm hoping that some more of the uncomfortable truths to which I have been drawing attention will also find their way into the mainstream media in this way. The case is not quite as hopeless as I might have thought for rectifying some of the falsehoods and misrepresentations which we are seeing increasingly in the news.